how to eliminate social anxiety with a very simple brain hack. Having a conversation is a very simple process. It doesn't require a lot of brain energy. In fact, think of some of the dumbest people that you know. They probably have no problem carrying on a conversation. They probably never run out of things to say. You probably wish they would run out of things to say so they would shut up. But they don't, because having a conversation is a very intuitive, instinctive process. We are highly social animals. In fact, think of some of the best conversations you've ever had, where you met somebody and things just clicked. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where, doesn't matter why, but you just talked and talked and talked. They said something that reminded you of something, and you said something and that reminded them of something, and it just kind of flowed back and forth without any resistance. You probably don't remember what you talked about, because those conversations, those friendly social conversations, are not dependent on the words. They're dependent on the interpersonal energy that exists beneath the words. So how do you eliminate social anxiety and create that natural flow, that natural uninhibited flow between two people that are enjoying each other's company? Well, the trick is to understand where social anxiety comes from. Conversations don't take a lot of brain power, but your brain is incredibly powerful. Your brain is capable of massively complex thoughts and understandings and imaginations. And so what's happening is when you're having a conversation, there's a lot of excess capacity in your brain power. And your brain doesn't just shut off unless you're asleep. And even when you're asleep, your brain is dreaming about all these crazy dreams. So your brain has to do something. And because our brains are programmed with a better safe than sorry model from evolution, because back in the Stone Age, it was very, very dangerous. So it was a good thing, a good instinct to always be worried about what potential danger might pop up. That's what your brain does during these conversations. Your excess capacity brain power starts to wander off on tangents and wonder about bad things that might happen during the conversation, or even before the conversation if you're thinking about approaching somebody. So the trick is to take this extra brain capacity and give it something to do. So take your excess brain capacity and focus on something else besides the conversation, something that is easy to focus on. And that thing is the feeling in your legs. It sounds kind of silly, but when you're standing there talking to somebody, you're consistently balancing, and there's a lot of activity going on in your legs. So take your brain and focus all of your energy on all the feeling in your legs, the feeling between the bottom of your feet and the top of the insides of your shoes. All the mechanics going on in your knees as you're standing there balancing. This is something that will give that excess brain something to do, and you can just flow naturally within the conversation. And when you do this, when you use your extra brain capacity to focus on the feeling in your legs, you will come across as very, very charismatic with a lot of presence. Because when it comes down to it, having a conversation is very, very simple. All you really need to do is focus on the other person. Focus on what they are saying. Ask them questions that allow them to talk about their favorite subject themselves. And two, don't get too nervous. Just relax and enjoy yourself. And when you give that excess capacity something to focus on, the feeling in your legs, you will be able to do these two things, and you will come across as being very, very charismatic. And that will allow you to open up the natural back and forth flow that will create that interpersonal magic of wonderful, vibing conversations. You'll come across as much more charismatic. You'll be able to think more spontaneously about interesting things to say. You'll be much more yourself. You'll be much less awkward, and this will have a whole bunch of extra benefits that you'll discover when you do this exercise, when you use this trick. So if you're not ready to try this yet, go somewhere in public and kind of stand there. You need to be standing to give you something to focus on, and just practice focusing on the feeling in your legs while you engage with people in the room. Practice making eye contact while you focus on the feeling in your legs. Practice smiling at people while you focus on the feeling in your legs. And when you're ready to approach somebody, Practice focusing on the feeling in your legs as you walk over and approach. And just try this, and you'll find this is a fantastic exercise to quickly eliminate social anxiety. So try it out and let me know what you think in the comments. To learn more about how to improve your communication skills, check out the links below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.